Oh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Hey, who's this doofus?
Doofus is right. You got that right.
That's Jason Crockett, my morning show partner on WJLI, Rock 98.3 in Paducah, Kentucky. And so he's going to be co-hosting tonight, and I thank him very much to do it with both of us. Very tired. Well, one of us is tired. I get up at 4 a.m. He rolls out of bed at like 5 till 6 and then just does the show like that. But anyway,
right.
Glad to have you here, man.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on. I am a little disappointed, though, when you said Rock 98.3 and you didn't play the little laser sound.
Pew, pew.
Throws me all off. But anyway, glad to be here.
And, of course, he's in Kentucky, in Paducah, which is near Mayfield, where is one of the towns that was affected by the storms that went through. Going to have another Kentuckian on, Kentucky Senator Whitney Westerfield, a.k.a. Drone Dubs. That's his YouTube channel. We're drone buddies, and we went out there about 4 or 5 hours after the storm went through and got some of the first drone footage of the area. We'll share all that and the stories with you tonight. Viewer videos, of course. I got a whole bunch of them, and one is so funny it might make you pee yourself. Yeah. That, and somebody's going to win this Holy Stone drone tonight, giving away a drone this evening.
Holy Stone drone.
Yeah, that's right. Holy Stone. Or Holly Stone.
Wow.
Anyway, I don't know how to say it. But anyway, Jason, what's new with you, man?
Hey, not much. Just hanging out, being cool. We've had a little tornado here. We appreciate all the outpour of support and all the people that have been helping. It's been really amazing. So these situations bring out the best in people, and it really restores your faith in humanity when you see all of the people pour in their hearts and opening up their checkbooks to make donations and making of their time to give and to help. It really is amazing. And to be honest with you, I hate that it took a terrible tornado for that to happen, but it is nice to see communities and people coming together. So
it is a very galvanizing event. And speaking of charity, all super chats tonight, I'm going to be donating to the effort. So
that's very nice of you, Ken.
At some point, the train will come through, and we'll get that going. And thanks to the people who have already super chatted in the pre-show. Here's just a couple of them, and I did miss a couple. Boreal Jeff and Philip Koshat as well. But, one of the groups of people, our sponsors that keeps the lights on, they are the Cadillac of processed meat, and it is Christmas time. So here is the Christmas edition of Pigeon Jerky.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow. Yeah! And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go!
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! Oh, thank you, Pigeon Jerky.
I love that stuff. I don't go anywhere without it. It's always in the car, right there in the glove box.
Yes,
it's great. Just
a safety message: don't try to jerk your own pigeon. It's a very dangerous thing. You let the pros do that.
That's right.
Yeah. So tonight, like I said, we're going to talk with Senator Whitney Westerfield. We've got lots of video to share with you, but first, we do have to go up to the Great White North. And our buddy Jim Beauchart up there in Canada. And let's see who is on the wall tonight with this week's The Weekly Beauchart. Enjoy.
Hi, Ken. Jim Beauchart back again with another episode of The Weekly Beauchart. Just a heads up, next week, I think we might have a visit from a very special jolly old friend. Ooh. So let's get into this week, shall we?
All right.
What does a dinosaur use to pay bills? Tyrannosaurus checks. What do Mexican clocks say? Tick, taco.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
What's the best thing about dating a homeless woman? You can drop her off anywhere.
Oh, God.
I just spent $100 on a belt that doesn't fit. It was a huge waste. A furniture store keeps calling me. All I wanted was one night stand. What do Elon Musk and Thomas Edison have in common?
What?
They both got rich off Tesla.
You're Elon Musk. I am?
Did you know new Teslas don't have a new car smell? They have an Elon Musk. And now here's a quick one because as usual, we are running out of time. Elon Musk says he's going to pull Tesla out of California. Never trust a guy with 6 kids when he says he's going to pull out.
Oh, God.
I'm tired of you people not doing safe sex with your penises and vaginas.
What?
And on that note, and bye.
All right, Elon Musk made it. Elon Musk made it to the Beauchart wall. Your thoughts, Jason, on that?
Well, I didn't know you could do that with a condom. Believe me, I knew that you could stretch them out a long way, but not.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah, no, long
Did you?
way. Long way.
Did you now? Did you? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a weird show. It's going to be a mixture of serious and wacky. And see what usually happens, and you can attest to this. Usually when we're doing kind of a serious show, it gets bottled up in me. I'm like, gotta hold it down. I gotta hold down the wacky. Yeah, and then it'll just come.
It's almost like you almost self-destruct, and it's actually very unsettling to see you in that kind of state. I begin to worry for your welfare, to be honest.
Yeah, like those cartoons that have the steam coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I believe. Do you hear that?
I do hear that.
Oh, it looks like we've got one heck of a train happening. And remember, all of the proceeds from tonight's Super Chats straight into the relief effort. And thank you very much, everybody. Let's go ahead and get into this. Wow, okay, this might take a while. Boreal Jeff with a Canadian $10. Thank you very much. Newfoundland Drones, also from Canada, with the $10. Thought Ken was late tonight. Just got home for Christmas break. Forgot about the time change. Okay, so Canada had a time change. Let's see. Geeks Vana with a 5-pounder. Thank you very much, Geeks Vana. He's going to be co-hosting on the 30th, and I'm going to have the I think the U.S. general manager of Autel on that night.
Wow.
Yeah. And Media Mike with $20. Hey, Media Mike. He says, "Good evening, Ken and Jason. Thinking of Kentucky." Thank you. I think we all are right now. You know, most of the country and the world is thinking about these horrible once in a millennia storms that just went through. Oh, yeah. Mark Sullivan, $10 for a great cause. Thank you, Mark, very much. Big Water UAV Solutions, $20 from Big. Bless those affected and those helping on the ground. Mappers 2 with $20 to help the people of Kentucky. Thanks, Ken. You got it. Zeb Meat with $9.99. Thank you, Zeb. Can I call you Zeb? Yeah. Or you, Mr. Meat? Whatever. For Kentucky. Thanks, Ken.
It's a big one. $50 from Brad Berry.
Brad
Thank
Berry.
You, Brad.
Thank you very much. He is always very generous. And he says, for the people and animals in need. Thank you for donating, Ken. Yeah, I'm sure the ASPCA and all the organizations up there are helping to take care of the displaced animals as well. I saw them walking around when I was taking a video when I was up there. They're as much victims as us humans are. D&D Aerial Views. Keith, thanks, buddy. $5 for our neighbors to the north. And
Northern Tier FPV, $20 here. Thank you to them.
Thank you very much, Northern Tier FPV. To our friends in Kentucky, thanks, Ken. Great cause. And Joe Mornin, enjoyed the M0A live stream Tuesday. Thanks for introducing us. You bet. You bet. And Johnny Caffeine, always like hearing from him. Love and prayers to Kentucky. Joe Fotaleo, who I met in Nashville about a month ago, $10. Love you. Mean it. Go Chiefs, he says. We also got a few new members. Probably got about 5 or 6 new members in under an hour. So that's good. We're shooting for 10.
Always shooting for 10.
Yeah, or more. I mean, you know, let's shoot. Aim for the moon, I say. Eric Swanson with $9.99, a little something to help out. Thank you, everyone. And remember, all this stuff, since it's going to charity, you can claim on your taxes.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Matt Bugby, aerial views, $10, doubling up for Kentucky. Thank you, Matt. Max Air 420, smoking in the back. Jason, do you have any idea what that would mean? I mean, he's got
smoking in the back. He's out the back of the caboose having a vape. That's what it is.
Maybe. I mean, his name is Max Air 420. He donated $4.20. I have no idea what that is. It's beyond me.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Drone Rob, our buddy Drone Rob, who also listens to us on the radio. He streams the show. And if there is a moderator that knows the stream, the caster link to listen to our radio show, you can go ahead and put that in the chat right now. We won't be on tomorrow because Jason said he can't do the show tomorrow because of something or other. Right?
No, that's not true. That is untrue.
Nah, it's me this time. It's me. $22.90 from Drone Rob. Thank you very much. Chipping in to help. He says, FBI videography, $100. Wow. Thank you. And I think that's, I don't think I've seen that username in here before. Thank you very much for stopping by and helping out for Kentucky. Thanks, Ken. Aviano, Rob C, $300. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need a moment. Give me a moment just to recover. The generosity.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
He says,
that is very nice.
You know what to do with it, Ken. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to help out so much. I'm glad to have this platform and so many dedicated and helpful people. It really does mean a lot. I'm tearing up. Arco Drone Solutions, $5. Thank you, Art. And a joke. Why did the fan blow itself? Because it was turned on. Thanks, Art.
I get that.
Okay. Johnny Caffeine.
I wish it was getting turned on. I could do that, but unfortunately.
Johnny Caffeine is back. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of them. $5 and for the laughs. Mike Roche Media, $50 for the people in Kentucky and other areas hit. God bless. God bless you, Mike. He's up there in Syracuse. I don't think they have tornadoes up there, but they sure get frozen out. Cliff Coombs, Cliffhanger Photo, 333. Good of you to pass this along to those in need. And J. Larry Rice with $100. He didn't say anything, but he did say quite a bit with his donation. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
J. Larry Rice. And Brian Bush, $5 for Kentucky, he says. Paul Dovey, I'm seeing a lot of new usernames. Thank you very much for doing this. Paul Dovey, $20. Dynadrone, $20. Here's a little bit for all in need. Electric Glide, which just sounds like a brand of a lube. He slid on in with $10. Thank you, Electric Glide. I say that every time. I can't help it. You know, there's got to be a lube somewhere that's called Electric Glide.
I'm sure it tingles a little.
Yeah, that's how you know it's working. Take a Flight FPV, $5. I got 5 on it. Go, everyone. And Andy L. Smeghead Cortez. Thanks, buddy, for the 10-pounder. Doing my bit for the residents of Kentucky. So sad to see those images on the news. And we've got some more images that were taken by me and Senator Westerfield that you will see that weren't shared with the news media. And I'll just share that with you in just a little bit. Richard Frostel, $20. I've got family in Paducah. That hit close to home. I'll help. Thank you very much. A lot of people getting motivated to do this through our platform, and I really do appreciate that. King Herod the Great One, $50. Baba Booey. Baba Ducks. Baba Bucks. Oh, Baba Bucks. I got you. Baba Booey. Baba Bucks. I don't want to misread that. A very generous $50 donation to the people of Kentucky. And really, Jason, we got the toilet paper. We got plenty of diapers. They need monetary stuff now, don't they? I mean,
I think so. We got water, we got toilet paper, we got food, we got MREs. Here's the things they need a lot of. They have to buy things like tarps, roofing nails. The rain. We had rain today, so it's things like that. You don't think about donating, but the people whose houses have been hurt but not totally destroyed, they're still trying to preserve what's left.
Right, so. And it's not all going to be covered by insurance. People are going to have to fork out and spend their savings to get contractors to come in there and to get back into some sense of normalcy. The droning veteran, good to see you, bud. He's got a super sticker for $20. Thank you, sir. Gary H., $100. Thinking of Kentucky. Thanks, Ken. No, thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. Very generous. Carolina Air Shots, $5. Every little bit helps, they say. I hope this helps someone. It will indeed. Ken Penny, $10. My cousin lost her home in the storm. Gotta help. Wow. Awesome. Wow. Thank you very much. Justin Dreeling, $5 for Kentucky. And B-Man. Hey, B-Man, $20. He is being a man right now by stepping up. Just a little something for the people in need, especially around the holidays.
Very nice.
Wow. This is amazing. Join in. We got a love train going here. Love train made of cash. Ian Whitting, 10-pounder for those poor folks in Kentucky. Someone from all the way across the pond thinking about Kentuckians right now. Thank you so much. Philip Koshat back again. He was in the pre-chat with a donation. Now he's back with $20. Every little bit helps. And I know Philip is not a millionaire. So, that is very, very generous of you, Philip. Thank you. Mr. UPS Man, $5. Keep up the good work, Ken. Thank you very much, sir. And Jack Weiser, $20 from Bud's brother, Jack. UAV of Texas, $20. Wish for better days for all the folks that were in the path of the storm. Absolutely. There is something to be said for the power of positive thinking and to get, you can't just wallow in misery all the time. They will laugh again. People will get back to normal. It'll take some time and, of course, a lot of what you guys are giving right now. Leonard Oglesby, $50. This time, it isn't to keep the Mazda on the road. Absolutely not. No.
$50 isn't going to touch the Mazda.
No. But thank you, Leonard. That will go a long way to help the people of Kentucky. Brian Ezel, $5 for Kentucky, says thank you. Chris Howland, $5 as well. I listen to your live stream as often as I can. The both of you put on a great show. I hope this small donation helps. Chris Howland, thank you very much. Ron Wechter, as we are nearing, and I think that he is the caboose, $10 from him. Thank you very much, everybody. He says, happy birthday to my wife, Tash. Ken, is there a happy birthday serenade in there somewhere? She loves your singing. Well, I mean, he did donate. So now here is Jason to sing.
No, sir. She loves your singing voice. She wants to hear from you. She wants a birthday treat.
I tell you what. You email me here. I'll do a private serenade. I don't want to put anybody else through that. We got a couple more in at the wire. Evelyn Santiago. Hey, the Santiago's, $20. We are from Puerto Rico, and we know the suffering from a natural disaster. Yes, you do. Here is a little something from the drone couple. I met them. They're a lovely couple, the drone couple. Thank you, Ken, for doing this. Absolutely. And the Drone Dad, $10 from the Drone Dad. Shared the feed to my Facebook tonight, so more might come help. Thanks for doing this, Ken. Prayers from Illinois, just minutes from Amazon warehouse that got destroyed the same night. Yeah. And we have a bunch of footage from that, including the Amazon warehouse, in the news. We'll get back if more super chats come in for the state of Kentucky, Tennessee, and everybody that was affected by this 270-mile long storm system. But first, let's get into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere. Let's see what's happening with Jeff Sills. What's going on, buddy?
Well, it's been, I guess, a busy week, both from the news standpoint. I've got good news and I've got bad news. So we'll start with stuff that everybody's familiar with. So there were 30 tornadoes that ripped through 6 states: Arkansas, Illinois, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, and Tennessee, doing damage across 227 miles. We have footage from several of those different locations that were hardest hit.
This is Mayfield.
The Mayfield area.
Yeah.
That's actually where I bank at, believe it or not. That big building, right there. That's where I bank.
Yeah, this is the footage from me and Senator Westerfield, who we will talk to here in a little bit. This is, in case you're curious, from a Mavic 3. And there is now a TFR over this entire area. temporary flight restriction.
Yeah,
Which,
I would
do you know
imagine
anything about that,
would be.
Jason? Like how long that's gonna last or anything?
I don't know. I can look that up. I last count I had, it went through the 16th, which is today. But I'm more than sure they've extended it by now. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and actually, Whitney sent me the notice, the NOTAM.
I've got it pulled up here. Me being a manned pilot and all, I've got the stuff. It goes until the 19th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So
oh yeah. Okay.
it's 2,500 feet and below.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jeff. All right.
Yep.
And we have more footage.
We had footage from Mayfield as well as some footage from Dawson Springs, Kentucky. That also was pretty hard hit.
Yeah, this is from Senator Westerfield as well. He was in Dawson Springs filming this on the day, and we'll have him on here in just a little bit to talk about all of this.
And I think we also have some footage from Bowling Green as well.
Yeah, do you have any stats on Bowling Green? I mean,
that's the problem. The stats, everything that I found, they're combining the stats from all the 6 states. So it's kind of hard to get individual stuff for the different individual communities. I know that power outages in the area are affecting 77,000 people in one state and another 25 to 50,000 in some of the other states. This is just going to be a massive impact to the region. It's going to take them quite a while to recover from this.
you can see the storm track from space. Have you seen those images?
Wow.
I wish I had thought to pull it up, but you can see it from space.
I have not seen the images from space. I would love to see that. We'll have to capture that for next week.
And the Amazon warehouse was affected.
What was interesting, the New York Times put out a before and after showing what the Amazon warehouse looked like before and then what it looked like after. It was impressive. There were 7 individuals that were lost at this facility. There was also a candle factory that got hit that had quite a few injuries as well.
That was in Mayfield.
But that's a huge building.
Yeah. Metal buildings in general aren't built to withstand these kind of storms. But yeah, there's what it looked like before.
Yes, sir.
And then after. Wow.
You know, I've seen a lot of images of that candle factory, and it's the thing that just, I don't know what it blows my mind about it is that it didn't blow out like in a tornado. You always think everything's like blowing away and stuff is blowing. It just kind of collapsed on itself, and all those people were in there. It's just tragic.
Yeah.
Well, on a brighter news, the FAA has decided that they wanted to get out the message for all of those people that are going to be getting drones for Christmas.
That's a great segue.
Page,
that's a wonderful segue. Hey, let's just change gears there a little bit. This is from the FAA. There are going to be a lot of new, and I call them pilots. They're going to be drone owners. But until you take the trust, until you take your test and get some knowledge, you're not going to be a pilot. You're going to be just a drone owner. But yeah, here's the little, and they're always doing these like PowerPoint cartoony campaigns. Where can we see this? Is this just on their website?
Yeah,
I'm hearing an echo.
FAA website.
By the way, somebody needs headphones. I'm hearing an echo. So this is just okay. So these are the basics. That's good. Just the basics. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good information for new flyers. This is going to be on the FAA's UAS page, and it will, encourage people to take the trust test, and follow the rules about keeping your drone in sight, flying below 400 feet, respecting privacy, etc.
Yeah, you could tell what kind of budget the FAA has. Get you? I got an idea. PowerPoint.
Yeah,
they used the best computer they could find in all of Oklahoma and to build that animation. It was very nice.
Oh yeah, well, whatever the Windows 95 machine can handle.
Well, yeah.
I'm surprised we're not still using NT or whatever it is. Windows, not NT.
Windows 7?
Whatever it's called. Yeah. I don't know.
DOS?
My uncle is in the Air Force, and he always mentioned that it was death by PowerPoint every place, just PowerPoint.
Yeah.
All right. So next in the news, this is out of San Francisco. The Antioch police had an issue where they had a lockdown with a man with a gun, and during the issue, the man decided he was going to take a crack at the drone.
Oh dear.
Responded just after 1 this afternoon to the home near James Donlin Boulevard and Hummingbird Drive. That man barricaded himself inside the house and, according to authorities, fired several shots inside the home as well as at a police drone. Now, the Antioch Police SWAT team has responded here, along with Brentwood Police and Pittsburgh Police and the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office. Police are asking people in this immediate area to stay inside for the time being and close and lock their windows and doors. We're obviously following the latest developments here. As soon as we learn more on this situation, we'll pass it along to you.
Wow. It's good to have that drone up there from the police.
Yeah.
Drones are just so handy, man.
They are.
Yeah. I'm getting an echo, and I can't stand it. Who's got the echo? Who is it?
I'm not sure.
All right.
I don't think it's me because I'm shutting my microphone off and I'm not talking. So.
No, don't do that. I want you to talk, man. Come on.
I don't want to get yelled at, Ken. I have a very. I'm like a dew-covered lily. I have very,
We can't melt the snowflake. You're right.
That's
all right.
right.
Back to you,
I don't
Jeff.
want to get my feelings hurt here.
All right, Jeff.
All right. So next, Virginia Tech undergraduates have come up with a really incredible new project born straight out of sci-fi movies. They're using a 3D printing system that's capable of autonomously creating a drone that, as soon as the drone's fabrication process is finished on the printer, the drone can fly away.
What? Come on.
Wow.
To really make this a compelling product, not only are we trying to 3D print the drone as we've done in the past, but make a fully created product in one single envelope. So we're creating the chassis for the drone, we're putting the electronics in, we're enclosing it, and then we're releasing it into the world.
So additive manufacturing on its own is the future of manufacturing. That's where we're going now. 3D printing is revolutionizing the parts we can build and reducing the complexity and cost. But we want to look at what the future of additive is beyond where it is now. And the future of that is robotic arm 3D printing.
Robotic arm 3D printing.
Yeah, and this thing's going to do the frame, the drone, the wiring, everything. It's just going to completely assemble everything for the drone where you can just take it off the table and fly it.
It'll print motors?
So it will mount the motors.
Oh, okay. So the arm builds everything.
Arm builds everything.
It prints it and then installs the motors and stuff. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm think that's going to be great because smaller drone businesses that want to get started, they can go and customize how the machine makes the drones to make different models, and so it opens up a new way of drone manufacturers, especially the FPV drone manufacturers, to be able to get out and manufacture drones en masse.
Yeah, but when the arm realizes it can build itself another arm, and then while it's at it, why not build a leg and another leg and maybe a head? Skynet is born. It becomes self-aware, and we're all screwed. And then the robot's like,
scary.
You know what? I'm tired of building all these drones. I'm going to go find Sarah Connor. All right, Jeff, come on.
I will say, though, it is really remarkable the things they can build with those 3D printers. That is, because in the future, we're not going to be buying parts for stuff anymore. We're just going to be buying, like, blueprints, and we're going to print it off on our little 3D printer.
Yeah, it'll be Thingiverse and Amazon all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so the FAA announced that drone operators, they have permission to fly their drones farther than line of sight at night, and it's bad enough that they're flying around in Class G airspace during the broad daylights. So they've worked a deal with NASA to develop an app that is going to be a drone detection system for Class G airspace. The NASA engineer intends to release a commercial version of this that can be loaded onto a tablet, but it would assist them in being able to start tracing down and monitoring or detecting drones that fly into Class G airspace and make that area safer, especially near airports.
Okay. So it's going to be literal drone police? Is that what? Did he freeze? He froze.
Isn't that what the new ADSB stuff is for? Just the drone police?
I mean, this isn't going to benefit us, right?
Oh.
This is right, Jeff? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, this is going to be an app that can be downloaded onto a tablet. Doesn't say whose tablet. It just says that it's going to be a commercial version that can be downloaded onto a tablet to help detection of drones in Class G airspace.
Okay. Let me let me turn it into Ken Stradamus real quick. Okay. This will never happen. Okay. All right. You're welcome. See, so you don't have to worry about it. If I say it, it's true. You can take that to the bank with your drone.
I don't know. You know, it wasn't too. You know, I those who don't know, I'm a manned pilot. I've been on the channel before, so in case some of you see me, I see. I years ago, I would have said that ADSB for general aviation aircraft was never going to work. It's coming, and before you know it, there's gonna these drones are gonna start showing up on apps like FlightAware. I'm gonna be able to see wherever they're at. It's coming. Ken Stradamus.
I don't mind if manned pilots can see where my drone is. I don't mind if the police can see where my drone is. It's Karen next door I'm worried about. Yeah, you're spying on me again. And then she just gets on some app, remote ID, ADSB, whatever you want to call it, EIEIO. To hell with you. Just fly safely. Anyway, back to the... I digress. End scene. Back to you. All right.
All right. So back in 2017 in Las Vegas, there was a horrible mass shooting. And 21-year-old Blake Resnick was affected by it enough that he went and created a company called Brink, which would help law enforcement agencies through the use of non-violent robots. So in the process, their company developed a quadcopter, which is now helping police defuse potentially dangerous hostage situations by tasing them.
Say what?
Tasing them. And he recently got into hot water when he pitched the idea of using his drones to tase migrants.
Okay, all right. So, okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
he wanted to make his drones available to be used at the border to tase migrants. So there you go. I don't know how well it's going to work out for him, but he has a $25 million contract that is being used to help develop and improve these non-violent robots that his company makes. So be interested to see how it happens. But tasing drones, there you go. That's the next one.
Let me know, just out of curiosity, let me know in the chat, who's been tased? Has anybody watching ever been tased? Have you been tased?
Yes, I've been tased.
Have you? By who? What happened?
We were basically at a demonstration, and they
domestic dispute.
Taser,
you went after the cops. Domestic dispute. You were drunk. You didn't mean it. It took a couple cops to get you down. You're one of those bigger guys, so you need 2 pair of handcuffs, and they're trying to do that, and then you broke free, and then they had to bring you down.
Jeff, it sounds like he's speaking from experience, maybe of his own.
Is that? Am I getting ahead of the story? Yeah.
My story was far more boring than that one, so I'll go with it.
Okay. Oh, so you were at a demonstration where they said...
Yeah. It was a police demonstration, and they asked for a volunteer to get tased. And so I was young and stupid and figured, okay, what the heck, I'll do it.
I think they still make the police get tased just so they can see what it's like. Everybody that carries a taser has been tased. I think that's the rule, or maybe it's not a rule. It's a gentleman's agreement. Like you just
police
should.
Departments and the MPs, the military police, also do it. So
I have a detective friend of mine who got tased on the air at a radio station right in front of me. He had those prongs, right? And one of them went right into his nipple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think they tase you as in a demonstration? Do you think they're tasing you with the same intensity that they're going to tase a perp with?
I don't really know. I mean, this was 20 plus years ago. I mean, it was back when tasers were sort of in their infancy. Most people had the little handheld tasers with the little knobs on them that would come up and touch you. And
the contact.
I had one of those myself. I thought it was great. Just,
right. There's contact tasers, and then they're the ones that have the prongs that, in case a perp's running or something. And then you can zutz him again. It does an automatic amount, and then if he's still moving, you're like, that's why they stand there like, okay, you better cooperate, and then you'll zutz you again with it. Anyway, I could talk about tasers all night. Zutz. That's a real word.
That's a real word.
Zutz. Zutz. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. I think it's Yiddish. Hey, go ahead.
Next in the nose, Swiss Drones, a company that develops and manufactures long-range unmanned helicopter systems, recently incorporated their drones to be used on ships to watch for pirates. They have basically a helicopter-style drone, and the large cargo ships that would pass by areas that were notorious for pirates. They wouldn't really see the pirates until the pirates were within visual range of the ships. So they've developed this UAV system that can be launched from the ship, and it can fly an autonomous route and extend the pattern or the perimeter of what they're visually able to see approaching the ships, so that they have a better chance of either avoiding the pirates or to be more prepared for them.
Okay. And I know you wanted me to play some pirate music.
Yard.
I'm not going to talk like a pirate. As tempting as it is. Nope, not going to do it. Nope. No, you can play the music all you want. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to.
You're not going to play. You're not going to talk like a pirate. Are you actually Ken Heron?
I'm going to make you walk the plank. All right. Next story.
All right. Next story. So not only did we have the tornadoes, but in Sicily, they had an amazing gas explosion that happened in a central area. And we have this drone footage that's the aftermath of the Sicilian gas explosion.
Oh, my God.
3 people were killed. 6 others were reported missing. 2 people were found alive under the rubble. And the rescue workers were still continuing at the time of the posting of this video to search through the rubble for more survivors. But that is a large gas explosion in a very tight area.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, if
you
they had
imagine
been
those houses or those buildings are probably extremely old. And so you noticed how the walls were like leaned over in sort of a nice little lay down pattern from the edge of the blast.
Yeah, they dominoed for sure. That's sad. That's very sad.
Okay, so next we have one that I thought was very, very funny. Oxfordshire countryside, the UK police use parrot drones. And recently, one of their parrot drones, to the tune of $7,000, was being operated at night above a quarry to support search operations. And the pilot had completed all his pre-flight checks. He checked the weather, and as he positioned the drone over the quarry, it disappeared.
It flew off or fell into the...
It flew off. The pilot tried to activate the return to home function, but the drone did not return to home. It was found later in a children's playground the next day, miles away from where they were.
Did it land in the children's playground, or did a child find it somewhere?
Landed in the children's playground. It was undamaged.
Wow.
3 miles away.
And that was an Anafi?
Yeah, there was a parrot Anafi. It's the commercial grade, and this was the UK Civil Aviation Authority is going to do an investigation on this to try to figure out why.
What was the model number I shouldn't buy? What was that? Oh man! Oh, I'm glad it landed and they were able to get it back, but it shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
$7,000. You would think it would come home,
right? But was it a quarry full of copper?
No idea.
Okay.
It was just they were doing a search and rescue situation.
Okay.
I bought a $7,000 designer dog once, and it wound up in a children's playground as well. But, yeah.
All All right, so the next and final story of the evening is, Ken, just for you, because I know how excited you are about drone deliveries and how you are very confident about the ability for drones to come to your home and deliver for you. So this company is going to deliver your drone to your house inside.
Okay.
You might have heard them buzz or seen them overhead, but imagine these robots on a special medical mission.
We are building telehealth drone that will have the ability to go inside people's homes.
You heard right. Inside the home, something that no one has been able to accomplish before.
That's very, very challenging from technology point of view, because once you go inside people's homes, you lose connection with the GPS.
University of Cincinnati engineers are designing and testing special sensors that would allow the drones to maneuver through a front door into a patient's living room carrying a tablet or smartphone and access a special medical kit attached to the drone so they could measure and transmit health information.
We'll be able to get a read on their heart rate. We'll be able to know what is their oxygen levels in their body.
It's going to let older people stay at home for longer time, more independently.
Landing a drone safely in your living room. These researchers hope it will be all science and not fiction.
Oh my God. Okay. So what's your heart rate going to be when a drone is flying around in your living room? Okay. All right. So
I'm trying to ask myself one question. How many of these people who are in the process of developing this drone have seen any of the drone crash videos of people trying to fly a drone indoors?
Well, I mean, even if they have LiDAR or whatever the hell on it, that's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And these people are getting investors?
Yeah.
I need to come up with some BS thing. I need to get in on
investors,
this. Where are all these ignorant investors? I need some in my corner. Holy crap. Do I even need to Ken Stradamus again? That won't ever happen. Do I even need to say it? I mean, if you think that you're going to develop a drone that's going to be viably flying and delivering and measuring people's heart rates inside of people's homes, then
You are a f***ing moron.
Okay.
Yeah, I did hear about a bakery, though, once that created a drone that would deliver to people's homes, but it sounded to me like it was a pie in the sky kind of thing.
I mean, yeah! Pie in the sky.
All right.
So, Jeff, do you agree with me? Chat, do you agree with me? Is that something that you'd like to see? Would you like a company to send a EKG on a drone to your grandmother? No. Your thoughts, Jeff?
I'm trying to figure out, I mean, what happens if it gets to the house and there's nobody to open the front door?
Or, I mean, just anything.
Yeah. Are you saying grandma's already checked out at this point? Or are you just saying...
What if, yeah, right? I mean, grandma sees a robot that wants to touch her at the door. She's going to drop over. What if a toddler answers the door? What if the props get stuck in a long-haired dog's hair? I mean, just anything.
Well, how do they know when the drone is at the door? Does it like bump into the door to knock, or does it know how to ring the doorbell?
It's got a little robot finger that comes out and hits your doorbell. Ding dong. Yeah. That's how it does that. Of course, Jason. Come on.
Is it hitting your doorbell or your ding dong?
No, it's hitting both.
Oh,
yeah. It's going to hit your doorbell, and now that's going to be another $20,000 to invest. You can give that money right to me, and I'll give it to the people. We have to have that robot finger come out. Right. I mean, just think, you could proctology at home. You can ring the doorbell, then do the proctology stuff. There's all kinds of. The future is going to be super fun. Anyway, all right. I know this senator is sitting there watching this, going, "Oh God, what did I agree to?" Whitney,
I apologize, Senator. I apologize.
I know. Cover the kids' ears. We've got a lot more super chats coming in for Kentucky, and I thank you very much. We'll get to those, but right now I just want to thank you, Jeff, for the clear and concise news as always. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right, gotta love that guy. Now,
absolutely.
Here is Jason Crockett with a super funny joke.
A super funny joke. Okay,
All right,
I'm
now
ready.
give us a mediocre one. Don't shoot for the stars right away.
No. For the
You
star.
dip
okay,
your toe
I'll
into the
just do a
joke pool.
mediocre one. Okay.
Yeah,
here
dip
we
your
go.
toe into the joke pool first, see how it feels, then give us the zinger.
Okay. All right. So, did you know that Wayne Newton got a pet donkey?
I didn't.
He named the donkey Shane, and each morning he sings to it, "Donkey Shane."
See, now you have to. That's
Shane.
funny. That is funny, but it's only funny if you're over 40.
Nobody knows who Wayne Newton is. Okay.
Well, no,
let me
I
try
mean,
again.
hey, you are the first to ever do a Wayne Newton joke on this. Now, a bigger joke. I'll give you a joke, okay?
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
It was laughable how you tried to kill me today.
I didn't try to kill you, did I? What?
Jason, I'm accusing you of attempted murder.
Really?
Yes, because this bag of killer spice showed up to my house today. Do you want to explain very briefly what this is? And I tell you,
Wait a second.
What?
Okay. So Ken gets on. We do a morning radio show together. In case you're just tuning in here.
Yeah.
Ken is talking about how he literally licks the barbecue flavoring off of Pringles chips and puts them back in the can.
I do.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's just
It's
terrible.
just a salt delivery device. And this would be perfect. I could just
right.
But this is 80% powder and 20% chip. I tried one of these.
You're not even eating the chip, though. You're just licking the powder off. So I thought a powdery chip would be great.
But I almost died because it's so spicy.
I told you it was a little spicy.
This is not for the amateur. This is for the professional. And
this is Grippo's potato chips. If you don't know what Grippos are, you don't know what we're talking about. But this, they came delivered in a big box, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it said biohazard on it.
It did not.
It should have. Anyway, thank you for sending those to me.
I love them. I personally, they're my favorites. I love them.
Bring these to you, and you can consume them.
Well, no, I'm not eating any potato chips that have been in your house after I know that you now
hold on. There's something.
Lick all the stuff off of them and then throw them back.
There was something else that came in the box.
Oh, yeah. Just the powder.
No, an angioplasty.
Oh.
All right. Got a lot more super chats coming in. We're gonna go over those here in just a minute. Let's bring in the senator. Okay, let's bring in Kentucky Senator Whitney Westerfield as Jason gives us one more joke. One more joke.
Why are Mazda dealers now giving away a dog with each Mazda sold?
Why?
So that the owners have a companion to walk home with.
Dude. Oh, that hits home. I don't like that.
No, that's all about home. You getting, going home and having a place. Yeah.
Hey, Whitney. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm not ever sharing chips with you ever again.
No.
Just the ones in the tube. Anyway, it's a long story. But welcome to the show. Senator Whitney Westerfield from Kentucky. What is your district, if you want to mention it?
I'm the 3rd Senate District State Senator that encompasses all of Christian, Todd, and Logan counties, sort of sandwiched between Bowling Green on one end and land between the lakes in Kentucky on the other end. I've got the 3 counties in between.
Okay. And you took a tour of all the storm damage first in the morning with me at the courthouse. And I mean, it was just awful to see. I mean, that was like fresh after the storm when you and I went there.
It was. And, you and I were texting middle of the night, Friday night, Saturday morning, when the storms had largely cleared out of Christian County. I was back out of the basement and was seeing just from the ground, obviously, from people who were responding there in Mayfield, just how bad things were. And I said, and y'all, we actually had a drone date planned.
We did.
Ken and I were going to hang out and fly the Mavic 3 for a couple of hours there at Lake Barkley or around Lake Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I texted him. I said, look, man, I think we should check this out. He agreed. And so we went. And I was not prepared for what we saw.
It was
just an enormous amount of devastation in downtown Mayfield. Even, and Jason knows this, 2 miles out of town at the airport. Hangars were destroyed. Planes were flipped upside down, pulled out of their hangars, and strewn everywhere. There were whole boards with nails from houses laying on the runway. Just a mess.
Let me go ahead and play that. I have a short video of me going out to Mayfield Graves Airport.
Yeah.
The wind is still whipping around quite a bit, even with the blue sky and the storm past. Gosh, you can really see metal buildings do not fare very well. The storm pulled this out of its storage hangar, and poor thing's just upside down and rocking. This building just exploded. There's all kinds of planes just strewn about in here. Oh my goodness. This one looks okay, but
oh, it's not.
It got
my goodness.
pushed up against here, and then so the wing is ruined. This one almost got completely sucked out. This is just awful.
Mine.
Yeah, that's Jason's plane there. Yeah. So, yeah,
that was a couple of miles away from the worst of the storm.
Yeah, and not only a couple miles to the east of there, but also probably about half a mile south of the actual track of the storm. Storm was just a little bit north of there by the time it got to there. Went through downtown Mayfield, and it basically went right down what used to be the Purchase Parkway. I think it's I-69 through there now. So it was brutal.
And I'll play the video of you and I driving into Mayfield. And seeing things for the first time. Check this out.
All right.
We're entering Mayfield for the first time. Surveying the damage. Oh my gosh. It's amazing how one building across the street will be fine, and then
it's demolished. It's demolished. We're steering clear of any emergency personnel. I don't want to get anywhere close to them.
Oh yes, absolutely. Don't want to interfere with them at all.
Don't want to get in their way. Don't want to block traffic. So we're keeping our distance from everyone and anyone that's doing work. That's one good thing about our drones. We can fly and
look at this.
Observe the damage without getting in anybody's way.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that's bad.
Is there any power to these lines? I hope not.
No, I think everything's out.
Yeah, the whole town was dark when I came driving in.
Yeah, I've spoken with, just like everybody else, I tried to reach out to the friends and loved ones I've got here in Graves County. Some of them, a couple have gotten their power back on miraculously, but they don't live here in downtown. They live out in the county. Others, obviously, still very much without power. And, the storm is obviously passed on out of here, but it's still pretty windy this morning. I see the courthouse now.
Oh my gosh, that is so much worse than
Yeah, that's terrible. I just, whenever you folks are watching this, be in prayer for the families and loved ones here in Graves County, Kentucky. This is pretty bad damage.
Oh.
The police department is destroyed.
Is that the police department right there?
Yeah.
I imagine there was people in that too when it happened.
May have been.
Wow. So what are things like a few days later?
So as of today, the death toll is at 75 people. One of those is a constituent of mine in Logan County who is actually helping clean in Warren County. That's over in Bowling Green. He was helping clean and actually died while in the process of that. 75, the youngest I think was a few months old, and the oldest I think was 86 or 89. A number of those 75 are kids under 18. In fact, I think if I recall this correctly, in Bowling Green there was one street where 7 in one family were killed. Here I'm in North Christian County. and there's a little town. So you got Mayfield's the biggest town other than Bowling Green, and it was just a part of Bowling Green. Bowling Green is one of Kentucky's biggest cities, obviously. Mayfield's a city of about 10,000. Dawson Springs, which had enormous residential damage, and I got to see for the first time 2 days ago, is only a town of about 2,000 or so. Bremen, Kentucky, which is in Muhlenberg County, is even smaller than that. And there's a young couple, the Oglesbys, in Bremen, Kentucky, just north of here where I live, in Bremen, who at last I saw, are both incapacitated down in a hospital in Nashville, and they lost their 1-year-old or just under 1-year-old child, and I don't know that either of them are aware of it yet because I think they're both still unconscious and recovering.
That's just.
I mean, this is just tragic, and it's the worst in Kentucky's history.
The feeling of loss and sadness when I walked around the city of Mayfield was palpable. I mean, you just felt it. You could feel just an oppressive feeling. I just it was all I could do to keep from crying. And Jason,
it's overwhelming to look around and see. I mean, I've been around. I've seen tornado damage before. I've driven past it here in Christian County several years ago, and you see one spot of damage here or there. But when you're standing in the middle of Mayfield, actually, and Jason's familiar with it, and Ken, you've now seen it. When you're standing there at the courthouse and you got the bank right across the street from the courthouse, when you get past the bank, man, that was the path. There's nothing back there. Just every building is on the ground. They're gone, and it's jarring to the senses, especially for people who've been in Mayfield any number of times, and you're used to knowing what's where. It's just, whew. And that the video, you showed a clip of it, and I've got it on YouTube now on my Flight Dubs channel, that Dawson Springs video. I was able to shoot that the day before yesterday, the day before the president showed up. And you can see down in people's basements, you can see it's one of these overhead shots like you're showing right now. There's a house that structurally looks like it sort of survived. It was skinned a bit, and the roof is missing, but the whole structure was moved off of its foundation and set over to the side.
Wow.
This building that you're seeing right now is a commercial building that was just flattened, just absolutely destroyed. And right across the street from this building is the Baptist Health sort of mini health center doctor's office,
like
the only one in Dawson Springs. So it's Baptist Health has sent in a mobile unit to try to provide health care because right now there's nothing nearby.
How many years will it take to?
Oh man,
I mean, because everything's going to be temporary to begin with. Commerce for these small towns stopped. But just getting back to a sense of normalcy, getting rid of all the debris, so people can get around, and because you have to get rid of the old stuff before you can even start thinking about rebuilding.
That's right. Well, I mean, you've got temporary poles and new power poles going up. That's normally one of the fastest things that they get put back up. AT&T has restored, as of this morning, about 99% of their service footprint in both of those hardest hit areas, Dawson Springs and Mayfield. But you in the question, you gave the answer. It'll be years. I don't know how long it'll be. Mayfield alone. And Mayfield's not a small enough town that I'm worried about it shriveling up and dying. I have that genuine concern about Dawson Springs. Whereas Mayfield has a ton of residential damage, but and also a ton of business damage downtown. In Dawson Springs, downtown has been largely spared. There's some businesses that have been hurt. But I think the estimates I've seen from a number of people are that, and I, having driven now through a couple of the neighborhoods in Dawson Springs, which again is not very big, about 3/4 of the homes in Dawson Springs have been destroyed.
Wow.
So what people need now
to recover from that.
They've got the basics, right, Jason? Because you and I were talking on the radio. There's people coming in with just pallet loads of toilet paper and food and clothes and all this other thing. So
yeah, there's a lot of things flooding in there. Yeah,
but what people need now is cash. and we're getting some of that tonight.
I delivered some supplies in Graves County this morning to a church that's been collecting them to distribute them, and they simply said, we've got all of the things here that we need. Donate cash. Don't either gift cards or head to those websites. One of the websites I'll tell you, and I think Ken, you put it on your video for the Mayfield flight there, but it's that's right there. Team WKY Relief Fund. .ky.gov. That website now has raised about $14 million. One of the first things that's going to pay for are the governor's provided up to $5,000 for burial expenses for families that have lost loved ones. It's covering the cost of their housing, which has now been extended up to a month in our state parks. And in fact, I'll tell you this. I had a conversation night before last with the Parks Commissioner. He's a former state representative here in Kentucky. He said Penny Isle and Dawson Springs is overwhelming. Penny Isle State Park here in Kentucky, which is not far from me at all. It's sort of it's the halfway point, sort of between me and Dawson Springs. Ken Lake will be full by tonight. That was 2 nights ago. As families are getting bussed in. Barkley, they got back online with electricity and should be full by yesterday. So people are making use of those spaces. And of course, that's just a temporary thing, but money is the thing they need the most. So Red Cross of Kentucky, United Way of Southern Kentucky. If you don't want to donate to the state government, donate to one of these other causes.
And all the super chats from tonight will be donated to the storm relief.
Oh man, that's great. Thanks for that.
Yeah, and we're close to $2,000 almost right now.
Oh wow, total. Thanks, Ken. Thanks everybody for those super chats.
Ken only pretends that he's not a good guy. He really is.
I did an Instagram stream when I first set foot in Mayfield, and I had to stop because I started to cry. I just did. It just made me so sad because you realize how lucky you are. You know, I've never been in a flood. I've never been in a hurricane or a fire. You know, how lucky am I? You know,
right?
So, anyway, I do have to mention some of these people that have given Klaus. Then these are people from other countries. 10 euros from Klaus. In the Woods with $5. Hope and Healing to Kentucky. Hang Time FPV with €5. Greetings from Germany to Kentucky. The FPV family stands together. Greg Fisher, big supporter of the channel, $10. And he's got a joke that I'll share later. GMC Sport, $25. Had my thumb out, but missed the train. And Jack Bisson, our dear friend Jack. He's the guy that supplied 5 mini drones for me to give away to people a couple of years ago when they first came out. So thank you, Jack. $50. Ken, the drones are going to scare the crap out of these people. People need to visit, and older people. True. And Jack, again, $100, and then another $50. So a total of $200 from Jack Bisson for Kentucky. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks to all of you for those contributions. I appreciate it. My only request is that the joke from the one gentleman who had a joke, that it not be another Wayne Newton joke.
Yeah. All right. I'll read it. Okay. Why did Santa get divorced?
Oh, dear.
Mrs. Claus.
I don't know.
Mrs. Claus saw his ho-ho. I thank you for the joke. It kept me from tearing up again. Genesee, thank you for the $50 just to drop in the bucket for our neighbors. Chris Hope, prayers for everyone. That's Chris Hope from down in Texas. And Michael Jones, $50. Thank you very much, Michael. And John Scott, $50. I can't just stand by. Hope this helps those poor people. And that's really the attitude now. You just can't stand by and without doing something.
Yeah, you can sit and watch, or you can go and help. And I can't help when a disaster strikes Texas or California. I can help when it hits 70 miles east of here.
Right. Oh, we just got one from.
I don't want to say anything disparaging about the people of Dawson Springs, but they're not predominantly known in that part of the world for being rich in resources. So
no, they're not.
This definitely helps.
Absolutely,
it sure does. Well, and we're spending a lot of time talking about Dawson Springs and Mayfield. Princeton had substantial damage. Bremen, as I mentioned, which is even smaller than Dawson Springs. Really just a bump in the road in Muhlenberg County, Warren County, Logan County, Pembroke, right here in the south end of Christian County. Relatively speaking, minor damage compared to what you've seen in other places, but damage all the same. And when it's your house, it's a big deal.
Yes, and I wanted to thank 107 Drones for the $100 as well. All this.
Thanks, guys.
We are just shy of $2,000 for the relief fund. So, you guys,
we need to though still we got to get together at some point and fly the thing, the three, and actually critique it meaningfully.
Yeah, I flew it for the first time over the Mayfield courthouse, which I mean, and it flew just like any other DJI drone. It didn't have any weird, but look, we need to get.
That's not. Hold on, that's not true.
Oh,
remember,
it was very windy.
It wasn't just windy, and it's not just on windy days that it does that. It's now that the video picture never flickers at all, never wiggles, or so that the gimbal is perfect.
Right.
But when you watch the aircraft, it makes sport mode moves.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I did notice
with
that.
every adjustment you make. Now, I did switch it to Cine mode on the controller, and that did substantially reduce its movement.
Well, we'll have to look into that. We'll take a deep dive on that on another day. But Alexis, our friend Alexis, who lives in Texas, $229. Thank you very much, Alexis. Kentucky and so many other needs our prayers. God bless y'all. Much love from Texas. Y'all are not forgotten. $1 for each of your YouTube shows, Ken. Oh, right. This is show number 229. Nice. Oh, thank you, Alexis. She's always so helpful. So let's try to switch gears up very quickly. I mean, we're all aviators here. Some of us own actual airplanes that they can ride in, and some of them are talking to some other person right now and not paying attention. But that's all right.
No, I'm here. I'm paying 100% attention.
No, I'm just teasing you. 100%. I saw you doing like.
I was asking. I was asking for a refill on my glass of tea here. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that he's got.
Is that tea?
Is that tea?
Huh?
Are you drinking?
Oh yeah,
tea?
It is. It's sweet tea.
Okay.
I make it special myself.
Okay.
1.5 cups of sugar for every gallon. It's really good.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Speaking of sweet, you know our buddy Lars from Sweden, right? The Flurgendy guy. And I just started saying that because Swedish to me.
The Swedish chef.
It sounds like. I mean, I'm not imitating the chef, but the language Swedish actually sounds like Glurgendy Flurg to me, and he mentions that all the time. Like he'll just hop on and go, "Hey, Glurgendy Flurg, Ken." It's Lars, and so he's incorporated that in his email to me. So, he has sent me a choir song. And there's no drone footage in it. So and I hope you don't mind, Lars, I went ahead and had you do a collaboration with another viewer who sent me some Christmas lights. So I put these two together, and I'll read Lars' email. He says, "Hello, my friend. As I'm a choir singer, I just wanted to share the following to you. In Sweden, we celebrate something called," and he says, "Flurgendy pronounced Lucia." So I guess that's Lucia. Our celebration consists of watching, another word I can't pronounce, a sort of sweet bun with saffron and raisins, and drinking glog in Flurgendy. That's glog. So the music is to one of the most beautiful songs during this time of year, and it's performed by, good Lord, there's a lot of umlauts in that. Anyway, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm going to have to learn how to read Swedish. But so I took his music and his choir, and I combined it with a video that I got from Tom Henderson. And he says, "Hey, Ken, just finished the H4 Services Christmas, and I thought I'd share it. The lights were featured. We're in and around Gulf Breeze, Florida." So I thought that this fit together quite nicely, and I hope you agree. So here this is, a collaboration between Lars from Sweden and Tom Henderson from Florida. Enjoy. Wasn't that nice? That was nice.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Very
I couldn't
nice.
understand what they were saying because they were singing flurgity, glurgity, but it was very nice. Thank you very much, Lars, for singing that.
Lars, thanks for that.
Yeah, and thanks, Tom, for the visuals. So that was a nice little forced collaboration, wasn't it?
It was.
Let's go back to the big board, and looks like we've now been pushed up to $2,200 in donations for Kentucky. Fan-freaking-tastic.
Awesome.
Bolga drone pilot from northern Norway. 1,090 somethings. NOK. What is NOK? That's I forgot. Is that Philip? I can't remember. But thank you for those. Glad to help my fellow Americans in Kentucky from overseas. Thank you very much. My goodness.
Man, that's awesome.
And Eugene L with $5. Thank you, Eugene. And Pro Z71 full $10. Love and support from Ohio. M&S. All right. So, let's get into some viewer videos, shall we? Because I want to. There's one that's kind of funny. Should we play the funny one now? I'm gonna play.
Well,
that.
why not?
Hey, before you cue that up,
Yeah.
Can I just say I don't get to catch every Thursday Night Live.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing a bit on all the dumb comments that the haters and trolls leave on your videos, I think you're missing a really important comedic segment of your show here. I see it on Instagram where you shame these ridiculous commenters.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Funny you should say that.
I get them on my videos and I post a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what you do. And I just, you can't make this stuff up.
Well, I troll the trollers, and I'm putting together a book. I've been gathering comments like that.
That's right. I knew about the book.
I wanted to have it.
You can't use your book material on the show. That makes sense.
Oh, no, I can, and I do. But, yeah, and especially with the tornado video, there's been just people coming out of the woodwork with just dumb stuff. I've blocked probably 200 people just for saying stupid stuff that I didn't even want to reply to. You know, like...
If I blocked everybody who hates my show, well, of course, Ken's on the show that I'm on, but if I blocked everybody that hated that, we would have no one listening. We'd just be broadcasting to thin air.
Right. Can we block radio listeners? I don't think we can.
I think we can.
Oh, we can?
We'll
figure out
We just won't let them know that we can.
Oh,
they
right.
think that we can.
And we can also see you. Hmm? We know what you're doing, you weirdos.
Right.
All right, let's laugh a little bit. This is hilarious. This is just a video called Let's Get Phil. And it's from a little tiny whoop out at an airfield with some fixed wing pilots. He says, this is from Mike. He says, "Hey Ken, here's a video with me and my Mobula 7 messing with my friends at the club. And it's called Let's Get Phil. Enjoy."
All right.
Oh dear.
We scared Phil. Phil seems a little jumpy.
Oh.
Yeah. We're gonna sneak up on him. Surprise!
Oh. Rested on the wing.
Yeah. Gotta wear a cup when you go to that field.
I don't think I want to hang out here.
No? There's too many shenanigans? I like shenanigans.
But they've got to hear this drone coming, don't they? I mean, you can't exactly sneak up to somebody.
Right,
yeah?
right. It's not a quiet thing at all. That's good flying, though.
Man, he's getting close.
Yeah.
I wonder if this drone that has the finger on it that we were talking about for ringing the doorbell.
Yeah, we got to put a finger on that. Let's see here. Where's my thing? Oh, there we are. Thank you very much, Mike, for sending that in. Hey, if you want to send in a video for next week, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to be here next week. I think I will be. I think I'll have to be here because I'm going home for Christmas. When is next week? Is
Saturday.
Christmas is Saturday, Christmas Eve Friday.
Yeah, but next Thursday.
The eve of Christmas Eve will be Thursday.
Next Thursday is the 23rd. Oh, so if I'm here for the 23rd, then I can, yeah, okay.
If you would pay attention to the first caller we have every morning, you would know when Christmas is coming up, Ken.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
Every day we have the exact same guy. He calls every morning. He's our little friend, William, from Marion, Kentucky. And he wants us to know that there are X amount of days until Christmas. So he's always right on top of it.
I'm going to leave this next one up to you, Whitney. Do you want, and by the way, do you have more time to hang out? I don't want to keep you from your
a few minutes.
Senatorial
Kids are in bed, so.
Duties. All right. Do you want to see beautiful Norway video or a boat fire?
You know what? I'm going to have to go with Norway.
Oh.
I just knew you were going to go with a boat fire. We've seen enough destruction tonight, haven't we?
Apparently, yeah, seriously. My YouTube feed, the algorithm knows that I like seeing. I'd love to go to Iceland and take the drone with me, or Norway and just fly and see all these places that all the beautiful people get to visit, and somehow pay for that.
Would you fly one of your drones over a volcano?
I would. I'd do it.
I think I would too.
I probably wouldn't get as low as others might, but yeah, I'd do it.
Would you fly your Mavic 3 over a volcano?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't. I keep thinking $3,000. I like no water, no volcanoes, just over gentle little fluffy cushions.
Well, let me ask you this, Ken. Would you fly your what's that thing you love so much? That FPV?
He'd fly it into the volcano.
Oh, yes.
Into the volcano.
Oh, yeah. Those are highly repairable. And I don't think, does carbon fiber burn that well? Anyway.
It's melted rock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think anything's gonna make.
Nothing's gonna.
It's all gonna burn.
True. All right. Well, let's head to Norway. Okay. This is from Jeff McLean. Some beautiful Norway footage.
See, I'm already hooked.
There you go.
Just get me to Norway.
He says, this is the first time I'm sending you a video, and it'd be darn cool if you could play it on your show. Let me know if you're ever in the...
Jeff, I hooked you up. You got to follow me now.
Oh, yeah. Let me know if you're ever in the neck of the woods, and it'd be cool to say hello. Jeff McLean. Oh, that's just beautimous.
And am I hearing epidemic sound in that?
Yeah, you
Could
are.
be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
I have Ken to thank for my subscription to Epidemic Sound.
Well, everything else is, what is it? Garbage? No.
Yeah, I think it's crap.
Hey, you're right. You are right. Everything else is crap. Oh, that's just beautiful. Thank you very much for sending that in. Jeff McLean.
That was good.
It's first time sending it in. Again, if you want to send something in, you can send it right here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. And let me know your music source, because if you play your favorite song by Enya, well, YouTube's going to get their panties in a wad, and you want to use Epidemic Sound. Free trial link in the description.
Highly recommend Epidemic Sound. You could get lost just surfing through all the different kinds of music there is.
Oh, yeah. And you can, if you have a favorite song, you can just download the individual parts and instruments and arrange it yourself. And they've got sound effects and everything. Okay, so Jason, we'll play the boat fire, and then we'll let the senator go.
I want to see this boat
fire. Okay. This was.
It is kind of surprising to me, though, there would be a boat fire, because it is on water. It would seem like they could put it out.
Right. Well, they're actually using the water to put out the boat that's on the water. This is from Raymond Harkness. He says, hello, Ken. I filmed a great boat fire video. I hope you will put it on your Thursday night show. It is really phenomenal. Filmed it with a Mini 2 in high wind.
Wow.
How about that? That looks like maybe something happened with the engine.
I think usually in a big boat like that, the engine's like in the middle at the bottom. If it's that big, but yeah.
Maybe. Looks like a future coral reef right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's all right.
Yeah. Thank you, Raymond, for sending that in. I guess we'll let you get back to your. Now, when you and I did a test call earlier, you had like 37 kids running around in the background. How did you get it to be so quiet over there?
They're asleep.
Oh, little. They're
asleep.
Little brandy in the sippy cup.
We have 2 children, and thankfully they run out of gas at about 7 o'clock or 7:30. And they were, in fact, our son, who's 4, he didn't make it a minute after I put him down in his bed. He was gone. He was beat. Our 7-year-old, very, very strong-willed 7-year-old daughter, who I love to death, fights sleep very hard. She just doesn't want to give up on the day.
Oh, there's too much going on. I'm with her.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get to sleep sometimes.
Not me.
Well,
I can lean back in my chair and I can be asleep in the next 3 minutes here.
That's right. Well, I mean, we've been up early. What'd you say, Whitney?
But you got to see their peak energy here.
Oh, I mean, it's not just. Look, I'm on the Skypes with Jeff sometimes, and his kids are 10 through 18 or something, and they're like they're very vocal. They're yelling, and like there's one that screeches a lot. But you had a lot of like, they weren't vocalizing so much as throwing stuff around and moving furniture and stomping. One beat you in the head with a balloon, and you were just sitting there just taking it.
One had roller skates on. They were throwing a balloon that they had drawn on. The other one was moving his dump truck around that's big enough for him to sit in. That just, they're kids being kids.
Yeah, and not to bum anybody out again, but we do have to steer back to the disaster that just happened. Speaking of kids, their little kid lives are uprooted. Many of them can't go back to school. Imagine being a kid and having to go through this. You're always looking to your parents to be the rocks in any situation, and you see the worry on their faces, and you're going to worry, and you don't know what's happening, and so that's got to be hard for the kids as well.
One of the chilling images I saw when I left Mayfield when we were there Saturday morning, Ken, was a kid not much older than our daughter. So, 8 or 9, maybe 10 years old, and he's standing in the ruins of his home. And it was 2 weeks from Christmas. And it's just, it's a heartbreaking scene and thought.
Right. Like, I mean, if you're in your kid mind, how is Santa going to get the gifts here if our chimney's gone?
That's right.
These are things that, yeah.
That's another thing that kind of is reason why why I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing with raising the money, because you can give people bottled water, and you can give them meals, and you give them heat and blankets and things like that. But just imagine, 10 days? No, we're 9 days away from Christmas, probably.
Yeah.
Santa has already made his allotments for those homes.
I'll also tell the listeners, Jason, the First Lady, I mean, it's a great idea. I'm glad they're doing it. The First Lady's got a website up. I don't have the URL, but if you search First Lady of Kentucky, you'll find a toy drive, and they've already gotten about 70,000 toys donated. Awesome. Based on what I read earlier today. So that thankfully a lot of people have stepped up to fill that need.
Good. And our tally right now is at $2,200 from everybody. So thank you very much. All the super chats tonight going towards the disaster relief. And Senator, thank you so much for being on with us.
Yeah, can't thank all of you all enough for the super chats. Ken, it's very generous of you to donate those tonight. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you all having me on as always.
All right, my friend. We'll get out there and we'll fly another day.
Looking forward to it. Take care, everybody.
See you later. Bye.
See you.
How about that guy? Huh?
Hey, I want to tell you, now that he's gone, I didn't want to give him a big head or not anything, but he's one good dude. He really is.
Oh, he is. He really is.
He does a lot of good things for a lot of people. So, and he's He's got broad shoulders. He stands up for a lot of people who can't stand up for themselves. That's what you're supposed to do when you're an elected official, and he's out there doing it. So, my hat's off to him.
And he's a people person.
I didn't want to tell him while he was on because I didn't want him to get
Yeah, well, he is a people person.
He is.
Hanging out with people that have interesting jobs. I do all the time, but a senator. I mean, looking at me, would you think? Yeah, he hangs out with the senator. No. But he's just a regular Joe, man. He's a super nice guy, yeah. And he's a good drone pilot, too. There's a link to his...
All politicians, they put on their pants the same way the rest of us do, reluctantly when the doorbell rings.
Yeah. But there's links to his website and YouTube channel in the description. And it looks like... Oh, my gosh!
Mark H., thank you so much.
Mark H., hope this helps. Indeed, it does. Thank you, Mark H. We're now at 2.4K for Super Chats tonight for the disaster relief. Thank you, everybody. Wow. My goodness. So, the show's a little different tonight just because of all the Kentucky and the Tennessee and the disaster stuff. But I do want to get back into the viewer videos because I've got some really good ones. And,
see, you've got a lot of papers back there, so obviously we've got a bunch of good viewer videos today.
We do, and the viewer video of the week is a first-time contributor from my hometown,
Florida, Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, I mean that's Cape Canaveral, Florida, is where I came into.
Cape
the world.
Canaveral, yeah, okay,
but that's not where it's from. But right now,
that's where you were born at, but that's not your hometown.
Right, that's not what I consider my hometown. That's where I entered. Or exited. Anyway, so hey, Jason, how do you pronounce Louisville?
Well, it depends. If I'm talking to a bunch of Kentuckians, I call it Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm talking to people from outside of Kentucky, outside of Kentucky, I call it Louisville.
Right.
But not Louisville.
No.
It would never be Louisville.
No,
it's
never.
Louisville or Louisville.
If you've lived there all your life, it's probably more like something like whoa.
Yeah, if you're from Louisville,
mm-hmm.
The way you would pronounce that is you would stuff your face full of pumpkin pie, and then you would say Louisville.
That's a very accurate way of saying that. Yeah, Louisville. Yeah. All right. Well, this is from Bart Bronner, and he's from Lowell. He says, "Hey Ken, hope this finds you well. I'm a new drone enthusiast, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that loud car and what you and your colleagues provide. I've learned so much from watching your channel, and I'm always wanting more. Thank you for what you bring to the table. I'm sending you a video that is only my second video ever created using my just months old Mini 2. This is me flying around the waterfront park in Louisville, Kentucky. And the music is from Epidemic Sound because I obviously don't want it to sound like crap. So
perfect.
We want to encourage people like a Bart. And so here he is with his video of Louisville. I have filmed at this exact spot as well.
It's a very nice riverfront. Louisville's got a very pretty area there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're looking to cross over to Clarksville, Indiana there. There's downtown Louisville.
That's a fun place in the summer.
Yeah.
And you can fly under the bridge, under the interstate.
Yeah. Now, do they charge you a toll when you go into that bridge with your drone? I just wonder.
No, not me. I know people. I got connections. I have connections. Thank you, Bart Bronner, very much. Appreciate that. How you doing?
It's funny
man?
Because I just got this in the mail today. This is from Riverlink. This is my toll bill for the last time that I drove through there. So,
how much was it? How much is a toll for?
But don't get me lying. I got a pile of mail here. That was just the envelope. But I'm gonna say maybe $3 or something. I don't know.
Okay. Are we having problems with the stream? I just saw a little glitch. Are we good? Are we good? Is it just me? Okay.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Okay. If we're pixelated or whatever, just refresh and it should fix itself. I did see a little problem there. By the way, speaking of tolls, I was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama over the weekend, and I found what I think is the only toll in the whole state. I rolled up on this thing. Yeah, I rolled up on this thing. It said toll up ahead. I thought, okay. And then I'll be damned. There's a whole toll booth and everything. I was,
really?
What? And I rolled up. I said,
a toll plaza in Alabama?
In Alabama. I said, what am I paying for? She said, oh, that bridge. Oh, it better be a really good bridge. How much is it? $250. $250 for the bridge.
$250.
Yeah.
You know, I said it was $3 for the toll. I think I crossed there several times, though. I mean, I don't think that was just one time crossing. So $250 is kind of high.
Yeah, they should do it like the Walt Whitman Bridge in Philadelphia. They only charge you to leave New Jersey, which is the way to do it because people want to leave New Jersey.
They do want to leave there.
Anyway,
and you don't have to pay if you're not alive when you leave.
Right.
You can go to people do leave there,
right.
deceased.
You can go to New Jersey for free. So if you want to go to the Pine Barrens and bury one of your bodies, then you're going to have to pay the toll to come back. Gotta wonder how many bodies are buried in the Pine Barrens. I digress. Anyway, looking forward to going home for the holidays. So this is from our buddy Casey Reitzman, and he usually flies FPV, but this time he flew a GPS drone, and it's really kind of pretty. It's an abandoned hospital. It says, hey Ken, here's some video of a local hospital in California being torn down. I originally came out here to scope it to fly FPV, but ended up liking the way the video was turning out. The hospital always has a lit Christmas tree on top of it during the holidays, and this will be the last year it will happen, which is why I came back at night. So later in the video, he's got some shots of what will be the last Christmas tree on the roof for this place.
Wow.
But that does look like a great place to rip FPV through.
Sure. I'm kind of surprised that they're tearing it down and everything, that they actually still put the Christmas tree up there. That's kind of cool if they're going to do that.
Yeah. It's a tradition. So why not one last time, I guess.
Kind of makes you wonder why they're tearing the hospital down, though. Obviously, I mean, isn't that the biggest moneymaker in the community? I guess they're going to build another hospital, probably?
Maybe.
I'm going to say, what could make the real estate worth more than a hospital?
That looks like a choice spot right there.
Yes.
The golden hour, a good time of day to film. There it is.
There's the tree. Well,
oh, look at that.
Very cool.
Wonder how they did that. There's no power to the building.
It looks like there might be in the big part there.
Oh, yeah, there was a light. That's weird.
I like that picture right there. That's the one right there.
Yeah. Good job, Casey. Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice. I always look forward to seeing his videos. He's a good videographer and a good pilot too.
Hey Ken.
Yeah.
Do you know why so many drone pilots take pictures of mermaids?
Why?
Because they're into aerial photography.
Oh, Ariel, like the My Little Mermaid.
Mermaid.
I got you. Hey, let me just show you something right here. This is what I'm seeing. Are we glitching? You see the glitch? See the glitch?
I'm watching it on another computer and it looks fine.
Are we okay? So it's just my browser. Okay, good. Okay.
I believe so.
I'm looking over. I'm like, oh, what are you doing to me? Okay, so we're good. All right, so we're down to the last two videos. But you know what? It's been an emotional roller coaster. Before we go any further, I think I need a little bit of Raz. Let's go ahead.
Raz.
Raz. Let's head into the Raz chamber. Everyone is welcome here in the Raz chamber. Yes, it's a soothing, wonderful place to center yourselves. All is good and well in the Raz.
Isn't it true there's really only one rule about the Raz, though? Just the one rule.
Well, we don't have but one rule, and that one rule, what would that be, sir?
I really can't think of what it is. I know there's just one, but I don't know.
What do you think it could be?
I don't know. Did have a big lunch today with refried beans on my burrito.
Yeah. There's no farting in the Raz. Enjoy.
Oh, that's
yes. Harpman? What in the hell, Harpman? Harpman, I think this is the first time I've seen you in my stream, and you're farting in the Raz? Shame on you, Harpman.
Shame.
Shame.
It's shameful.
Here we are, all just relaxing in the Raz, and he busts ass in there. I mean, shame on you. Let's see, very quickly. I think we got a couple more super chats for the storm relief fundage. Anubis Arts, TJ Grady with $10, and he says no farting. Yeah, see, he knows the one rule. There's only one. Only one rule.
It's not many rules to go by. It's just that one. I mean, it seems like it would be easy to adhere to that.
There's no sign that says no drone flying. Don't kick the person next to you in the nuts. None of that. You can do all that stuff. It's a free-for-all. But there's no farting.
Just the one thing.
We've got to keep the Raz fresh, man. Bob Davis, thank you so much, my friend, for the $50. He didn't say anything, but he gave $50 to the storm relief. And now here's Jason to verbalize what Bob Davis is thinking.
Well, Bob Davis is thinking about all the people who have been affected by this terrible, terrible tragedy in western Kentucky and parts of Arkansas and southern Illinois as well because of that Amazon factory. And and Bob just couldn't sit there and not spring into action of some way. He had to jump up there and do what he could, and we appreciate it very much.
We do. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. There were some other videos I wanted to share here. What was the other thing? No, not that. Should we do a little commercial for our show, our radio show?
Well, I guess we can, yeah.
All right. If
I want to tell you, if you're tuning into this, this is my first time to actually be a guest host. Is that what you're calling what I'm doing here?
You're co-host, yeah.
Co-host, okay.
Yeah.
First time, so I don't really know how to act on film. That's what I tell this every time to Ken. I'm not a film guy. I always am staring at a blank wall when I'm at the radio station. So, our show on the radio is much better. At least I think so.
But the camera loves you.
I'm a whole lot more comfortable.
The camera loves you, Jason. Look at
does
it.
it?
Look, I mean, the perfectly coiffed hair.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. We do a radio show on a rock station, so it might be a little bit more loosey-goosey than even this. But
I actually posted the link. I'll post it again now in the chat. I just put it back in the chat there. That's the link to our stream. You can listen to us 6 to 9 weekday mornings, Central Time Zone on Rock 98.3. So be very exciting.
Very exciting, and I'll give you a little sample of what you're missing out on. Enjoy this.
Rock 98.3 WJLI. Here's some fun stuff the Brew Crew Morning Show's gotten into lately.
There's a diner in West Bend, Wisconsin. It's called the Omicron Family Restaurant. The Omicron Family Restaurant. The diner shares the same name with, of course, the newest recognized variant of the COVID-19 deal. There's a guy named Douglas Trapp. He's a longtime regular customer. He just doesn't want them to go somewhere else because they don't like the name of the restaurant.
Look, one of my favorite places is Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah. Chick-fil-A.
If Chick-fil-A tomorrow changed their name to Herpes Sore Chicken, I would still go there. I would still go
I really don't think you have to worry about that. I don't think they're probably going to do it, but yeah, if they did, yeah.
Odds are. And then they changed their name to Herpes Sore Chicken, and they started selling on Sunday. I'd be like, all right, I'm fine. Tastes the same. All right, I'm still there.
Start your day with JC and Ken.
And the restaurant's going to do well if you name it Herpes Sore, because even if the restaurant goes away, eventually it'll pop up again. There you go. I'm here all week. There you go.
The Brew Crew Morning Show.
That's us. Awesome. All right.
That's us.
Yep. That's what you've been missing out on.
That right there.
That's
what they pay us the big bucks to do, right?
That's it. So I've got a Christmas video from someone who sent me their video, but with no message at all. They just said from D-Camp.
D-Camp.
From D-Camp. And let's see. Yeah. So enjoy this Christmas video from D-Camp. It's a mini. With lights on it.
That didn't need much of an introduction, did it?
No.
I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Thanks, D-Camp.
What was that song?
Oh, that was something.
What does Saint Nick have in that bag?
Something in his sack, but you can find that song right here, Epidemic Sound.
Oh. Free
trial links in the description. That's the kind of music you'll find.
Great
there.
song.
Yeah. We did that. Oh. You know what we didn't do? And people have been sending them in, and I thank everybody so much. Meant to do this last week. People are sending pictures in of how they watch TNL, how they watch the show.
I like this part. This gives us a glimpse into everybody's life.
That's right. You can see what they're wearing, how they keep their
Tim
house.
Pedersen, by the way, thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Tim Pedersen. $100. I'll take our snow versus the Tornadoes, like you guys get down south. Glad to see so many helping out. And now you're amongst them. And John Harrington, $25. God bless you guys for helping families affected by the tornado. This video footage you showed tonight leaves me speechless. Yes, there's a lot of it out there. Thank you very much. 2.6K now in Super Chats for the victims. So now we go back to, now people have been sending this in. If you want to take a picture of how you're watching the stream right now, and you haven't done it already, you can send it here. Ken Heron Upload at gmail.com. Just snap a pic and send it to us. We've got El Smeghead. This is him at work, watching the show at work, which you can do. I mean, you know, it's hard work watching the show sometimes. This is the Mojek. Hey, the Mojek. That's how he watches the show. SKS Video Guy shared this picture. Wait, Jason's watching. This is how Jason watches the show. Oh,
I was just taking a picture of how I'm watching.
Oh, great. He sent this picture of all his drone eyeballs, and I thank you very much. George Prince watches the show this way. I think he's farting in the Raz here. I'm not sure what he's doing there, but thank you. Frank, I think it's Dixon. Thank Frank. There he's watching the show, taking a selfie. And Art Carlson. Look, there's how Art watches the show. He's in Colorado. Thanks, Art. This is Richard. I think is Black.
Is
Richard
that Jason Shepard on there?
That is.
Look at him. Remote Pilot 101.
What is that? The good talking, smooth shaven. What
the
is it?
Smooth talking, good looking Jason Shepard.
That's it. This is Steve and Drones right here. That's how he watches, with the dead cat on the floor in front of his TV. Is it Cat's Alive? I think. Yeah. Okay, Cat's Alive. And just for grins, I know everybody wants to see it. It's old Tammy Jean. Oh, Tammy Jean, girl. Oh, who the hell is holding you, girl? Oh, Tammy Jean. Yeah.
I got to tell you, the very first time I saw her, I wasn't sure that it was actually a real person. It took me a second to
does she look inflatable?
I hate to say it. At first glance, I thought she was inflatable. That's a weird thing to...
I mean, she does have that kind of generic grin that an inflatable might have, so I'm told by my friends that own them.
Right. That's what you're told, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. And yes, she is real. So...
Yeah, I can see that now because I saw her hand, the way it sets there on the keyboard and all that stuff. So clearly it's a real person. But at first glance, I'm like, well, that's weird, but okay, I get it.
Yeah. Speaking of the smooth talking, clean shaven, or whatever you say, Jason Shepard, let's talk about RemotePilot101.com. Lots of people going to become new pilots. Lots of kids. Lots of adults.
Right.
Lots of people buying drones for their loved ones. If you love them enough, you'll get them a new drone. And some of them might have aspirations of becoming professional drone pilots. They want to do real estate footage or inspections
Right.
And in order to do that and not get the government all up in your business, you're going to want to get your certification, your 14 CFR Part 107.
Let me tell you what happens in these families, Ken. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Mom and dad goes and buys a gift for little Junior, right?
Yeah.
And then grandma and grandpa or the aunts and uncles, they all say, well, what can I get Junior this year? This is what you coordinate with him. Maybe Santa's bringing a drone. Then aunts and uncles or grandma and grandpa can get the subscription to Remote Pilot 101. And when they use the promo code Heron18,
that's 30% off.
It's the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
That's right. Yes, get them the drone and then print out this and put it in their stocking. You know?
That's right.
There you go. You can get him a membership. Yeah. Jason Shappert, he's a very experienced pilot. He's an author, and he's just a doggone good guy. And he teaches these lessons, which are updated as the rules and the laws change. You will be kept up to date. RemotePilot101.com. Get certified. Be legal. Don't get that government all up in your business. Use Heron18 for 30% off. Bingo, bango. That's how you do it. All right.
There you go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the second to last video. This is from Jim Black. And he says, hello, Ken. This video is of 3 helicopter pads on top of high-rise buildings. Would you land on them? The music is not crap. It's epidemic sound. Now, I always assume that that people get all of the permissions that they need to, all the waivers and everything when they video this stuff. So I'm assuming what we're about to see is totally 100% legal. Get Lance approval, check your sectional charts, go to skyvector.com, whatever you want to do.
That's a windy day. Look at that flag.
Yeah, I think it's sped up a little bit, but there it is at night, too. That's nice. A short little video. Thank you very much, Jim Black, for that. Have you ever landed in a helicopter on top of a building, Jason?
I have not. I've been in a helicopter, landed on the ground before, but I don't know. It feels very awkward to me. All the different movements and the axes, all, it feels like it's very uncoordinated. And obviously somebody who's used to those sensations, no big deal. But I would be very uncomfortable landing on a tiny little building.
You got to be a skilled pilot to do that.
Well,
on such a
obviously.
windy day. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the viewer video of the week, and the winner will receive. And now I know you've been looking at this. This is a Hollystone drone. We're going to give this away next week. Okay, going to give everybody a chance to win this next week. Didn't have time, and it might be just a little out of. We'll do it next week when we can have more fun. But
we have more fun next week. Okay.
Next week. Yeah.
I think what he's trying to say in a very nice way is that
no,
not having very much fun with Jason on.
No, that's
you either have to get Jason Shappert or Kelly Green back in here.
That's not what
I'm saying. And then we'll give the fancy drone away.
No. But freewellgear.com. These are freewell filters for the Osmo Action. But every single filter that they make, glass and metal, and a cool little magnetic case. freewellgear.com. Check them out. Tell them Ken sent you. And the winner of the filters this week is a first-time contributor to the channel. And his name is Steve Stanger. Congratulations, Steve. He says, hey, Ken, longtime viewer and fan. This is the first video I'm sending into the show. This was filmed at Graffiti Pier in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The pier is the remains of a coal loading dock, which was closed down by Conrail in 1991. As you will see from the video, it's pretty interesting and a cool place to fly. This was filmed with a Mavic Air, and the music was composed by me. So this is an original score and video from Steve Stanger. He says, be well and happy holidays. It's the viewer video of the week. Enjoy Graffiti Pier. This is making me homesick. Oh, I got to find that place when I go home for Christmas. Fly FPV through it.
That is very cool.
Yeah, what an interesting structure.
Yeah. And also, very cool on Steve for making his own music. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, this is pretty rocking. Somebody put swings in there.
Wow.
I'm sure there's some swingers hanging out here at night.
Wow.
See, I'm just thinking I want to blow through there at 100 miles an hour with my FPV drone. That's what I'm thinking.
I saw some of the footage you did on a video that's posted earlier this week from the mental the old hospital.
Oh, the mental hospital
in Alabama.
Yeah.
You guys were booking it through there. I was
yeah.
like, oh, they're not going to make it. But they kept making it. It was very impressive.
Yeah. That's the thing about the FPV, man. You can just crash it and smash it and fly it again.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wonderful.
Very
that was
nice
some
video.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Steve, for that. Much appreciated.
Nice stuff, Steve. And congratulations on winning those filters. Those are awesome.
Yeah. Make sure you email me and let me know that you won because I'm old and I forget stuff. So just remind me. And
so they have to email you to let you know that they won.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because then I mail them and then they send them out.
Yeah.
So, Jason, thank you very much for being on. I know it's been a long day for you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not as much fun as that Kelly Green. I'll have to admit, he's a force to be reckoned with. But he's not on Beauchart's wall though, and I am. So that says something.
That is true. And he didn't try to kill me with potato chips. So
now, come on.
There's that.
Those potato chips are wonderful. They're hot. Did you get the spice that I sent with them too?
No. It had a note in there that said something else was going to be sent later when it was in stock. I assume it's a body bag for when I keel over and they find me. But I can. This is sealed. This is thick. I can still smell it. I like barbecue chips, but I don't like barbecue chips that are like, what's that pepper like bear spray? This is like eating mace. That's what that's.
Those are wonderful. Those are Grippo's potato chips, and they're great. Don't cast aspersions on those wonderful potato chips.
Hold on. TNL has been brought to you by Grippo's. Grippo's potato chips. Do you dare? Yes, this will put hair on your chest. Grippo's. Since 19... All right. Anyway.
By the way, I had to pay for those. So Grippo's did not get... They shouldn't be getting a free advertisement out of us because I just sent them on to you, so...
They smell good, but... I would die. If I ate any of them. But I'll bring them to you. I'll tell you, if anybody, again, I don't advocate eating potato chips that have been in Ken Heron's home. But if anybody likes hot potato chips, maybe you can just mail them to them. At least they'll go to good use. So would you have rather me been polite and said, "Oh, they're the best"?
No,
because
if you
I was
like
afraid.
Them, don't eat them. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
I'd rather be honest and say that I don't like. And I've done that when people out there have sent me candy from other lands. I'm like, that's great. Thanks for the licorice.
Licorice is not good. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Licorice is not very great.
Well, Americans aren't fans of licorice, but licorice is big in the Netherlands. But I can tell you,
not to be mistaken with the nether regions. Yeah.
Right.
But if you don't like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I didn't make the potato chips.
I appreciate the thought, and it's the thought that counts, but I wanted to be honest with you because if I had told you I loved them, then there's a chance you might have sent me more, and I didn't want that. So, anyway, thanks everybody for watching.
You said you like the flavoring. You have to admit, there's lots of flavoring.
There is. There is, man. There's lots of flavoring. Anyway, thanks everybody. I guess that's it for tonight, and we'll say goodbye now.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
My goodness, I cannot thank everybody enough for their generosity. It looks like we made $2,600 for the storm victims.
That's awesome.
And I will get that right off. Thank you, everybody, for your generosity, as always, in supporting the show. Thank you, Jason, for being co-host tonight and for being my pal in the morning. And also, thank you very much, Senator Whitney Westerfield. Doing good work up there in Kentucky. We're going to hang out again and fly that 3 again. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
And bye.
Yeah.
pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky. The killer like a processed meat. I enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky. And you give your family a treat. Establish nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky. A tail like a processed meat. Yeah. That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Ashley too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the rats. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!